afternoon, everyone. I hope after the critical reasoning session, this session is going to be very pleasing and a little entertaining also. First of all, let me highlight to you why we should be doing vocab. Because vocab, as it comes as one fear for almost all students who are writing any competitive exam, be it CLAT or CAT or GMAT or SAT. So why the fear around it? First thing, I would like to tackle what is the fear. Fear is we learn words and we keep forgetting them. So first of all, good afternoon, and we'll start quickly because I've just got an hour or so to explain you a lot of things to discuss here. So first of all is that why we fear vocab, because the fear we will not be able to remember. Second thing is it's very vast. How much should I do? What should be my method to prepare vocabulary? And what are the words that I should be focusing on? See, understand that whether it is any exam where a direct form of vocabulary is asked in the form of fill in the blanks, when I say FIBs, antonym questions, opposite questions, or synonyms, the same names. See here. So if they're asking you meanings, they're asking you opposites, fill in the blanks, or they're even asking you odd men out, where 4 or 5 words are given to you, 4 words are given to you, and one of them is not belonging to this list. So that means 3 of them are of the same kind. So this could be odd man out, which could be any 3 words, synonymous words, words of the same kind. They might be 3 musical instruments, they might be 3 mythological character, they might all 3 mean the same, and one is the odd one out. Or there might be questions of analogy. When I say analogy, relation based. For example, fire, and then the word is given burns. So can you see, ma'am was just teaching you cause and effect. Cause and effect. Fire burns. A cause to an effect. So obviously he might write a cause here, and then he might ask you, now let's say I write a cause here, liquor, and then I put you the effects of liquor. So it can be intoxication, so something like that. So it might not always be the meaning, but knowing more words is the objective of vocabulary. Usually what happens is when we find a difficult word, let's look at it. We find a very difficult word. Now it's immediately what we do is we go to the dictionary, or we open the dictionary and substitute it. For example, you find a word like pugnacious. That's given to you. And I don't know the meaning of the word pugnacious. So I'll go to the dictionary, open the dictionary, and find out an easy one which I know. For example, you go to the dictionary and it says irascible. You will never be looking into the meaning of irascible. You won't do this. And there is another meaning given, indignant. You will even not go to this. What will you do? The meaning is given is angry. You love this word because this your brain can identify and can relate to. So immediately you go to pugnacious and angry. After a few days, you are again going back to angry and you have forgotten pugnacious. So what has happened? The fear again comes back. See, though you have done this, but yet you could not revise it for some reason, or you forgot it because there was no technique to learn that word. So this is where vocabulary, all efforts, if people are not revising, people then think that so much of revision with so much of work to do, then vocabulary starts taking a back seat. And people say either I'll go and see it there, or I'll see towards the end of the exam only, then only I'll learn, because then only I can retain it. No. See, here at CLAT Possible, we are making it very, very easy for you. What are we going to do with vocabulary? See, first of all, we are going to do it words in 2 formats. One is obviously there will be some preparation which you will do it all by yourself back home. But there will be a lot of guidance from my point where I help you learn words through 2 formats. One is the story format, which becomes very easy to remember because I will relate the story. The story will be in your mind, but at the end of the day, words will be fresh. And you can easily go and make more words, fit in more words. Let the framework of my story remain same, and you can bring in n number of words by elaborating the story. Okay, so this half an hour today, I'll be doing a story, and you'll be surprised to find that in this half an hour, you will go and learn almost about 30-35 words. Then the next method and the easiest method to do more words with a very quick technique is called as the root method of words. Now, a lot of people immediately, I know the moment I say root method, they will immediately tell me, ma'am, should I go to Norman Levi's Word Power Made Easy? Should I buy that book? I would say yes and no. Yes. Root words. Root is how the word etymologically was formed and how that meaning can lead us to creation of more words. Today, I'll also do a sample root word towards the end. So first 30-40 minutes we spend with story, which helps us remember 40-50 words. Root word will just do one meaning, and we are going to prepare another 30 words. So after an hour, you will be surprised that you know 60-70 new words. Now your objective will be, I know 60 words, let me make 60 more difficult on it. Like I will never go to pugnacious with angry, I will go to pugnacious with indignant. So I know now one more word. Or I can do, I teach you 60, you go and do two more difficult with it. So that means now we are 180 words rich with one story and one root format. This is what we do at CLAT. Each class of ours will teach you about 100 to 200 words. That's our objective, plus the sheet. And obviously then, certain sessions which are totally devoted to helping you learn rules. But as a student, what should your effort be? One effort would be this, to prepare more words for word that can be there. And how many? I will never ever prepare a word that I know. For example, when I say a word as laudatory, now all of you know here, this means praise, applaud, laud, praise. Will I do this? No, I know this. Why will I do this? At any point, if somebody puts me, I know the word praise, I will never do the meaning like this. I'll do two more synonymous words with laudatory, which I don't know. Could be something as extol, if I don't know, or something as encomium, which I don't know. So what I can do back home should be, I take one word, just one. I take only one word a day. If I'm very hardworking, if I've got an year's time to prepare, then one word is more than sufficient. Don't get surprised if that means we are going to do just 365 words. No, one word can each. Now, if I'm doing laudatory, let's say my today's word was praise, my heading is simpler, and I keep under word praise, can I do laudatory 1, extol another 2, encomium 3, and fourth can be something as eulogize. Fourth and fifth, I can also do something as veneration. I have done 5 words. To find these 5 words also, I can easily go to the dictionary.com and find they are made for me in the format. So I have 5. Can I do one sentence wherein I fit in all 5? So if I get an odd man out, I'll get 4 of them, one being absolutely different. If I get a antonymous question, I might have 3 of them of the same kind, and the opposite of laudatory can be criticism. Can you see here? If odd man comes, 1 comes, 4 comes, 2 comes, 5 comes, and then there is this one, criticism, which is the odd one out. Can you see this? So I can do odd man outs if I do more words per word. By doing 1 word a day, I have prepared 5, but by keeping 1 sentence and meaning common. Next day, what I'll do is I'll do the opposite of the same word. I'll do the opposite of the same word. Praise, next day I'll take criticism. I'll prepare 5 for criticism. Now, somebody, and 1 sentence, I won't do any dictionary sentence because they are usually lost. I'll keep somebody whom I praise a lot. Let's say you praise your mathematics teacher, you love him. So you just say here, I extol Mr. Sharma, a lot of encomium for him. I have veneration. And obviously you would not eulogize him because he's living. Eulogy is always done for a dead man. So you will say, I laud Mr. Sharma. Lot of actions of his, I have veneration for his teaching method. I have lot of encomium, and I wish I could extol him on his face. Dekho, ek ke andar 5 words. So if you can see, I've learned 5 words under 1 word. By keeping a sentence common, by keeping it with somebody, I can relate those 5 words. So now when Mr. Sharma, extol, encomium, veneration, and laudatory, finished. Today's work is finished. I've learned 5 new. I haven't brought in anything that I know these, so why should I keep? I'll keep it at the top because praise. I'll never bring it at the bottom to learn more. Now, what is my revision work? One word. Next day, I take criticism. Not find somebody who, or you can take Mr. Sharma only. I don't criticize him. I can never criticize him. So same sentence with a not. No effort done. So here in 2 days, 10 words, 10 new words. So in a month, can you see? And how many sentences in a month we are going to prepare? With a not 15, with a separate one 30. And how many words? Almost 300 words. There'll be 2 classes, 500 words a month. Can you imagine how, at what great speed? At one point, then words will start blending. So this is how we're going to recommend teaching vocabulary here. And we're going to make it very easy. The only effort would be required is you'll have to spend 5-10 minutes revising. Lampoon, lembas, shalini, great, panegyric, very good, excellent. I'm really liking this now. So this is just a basic intro class to all of you. So because if one tells that I'm going to tell a story, and then you are more bothered about the story, here story is to help you. It's a mnemonic technique to help you memorize and learn words. So story is immaterial. Do not run after the story, run after the word. I'll request all of you that, because I'm not using any PPT or slide where you have, I can send it to you, because to make it a little more interesting, we're going to use our pen and copy. So note down words, no story noting down. Story, I'm going to say free flowing, and you are going to note down the words. And if you know more words on that, that'll be great. You add to my words. So all of us, we are starting. Half an hour we'll do story. I'll tell a very small story to you, so that, and then I have to teach you one route also. So at the end of the day, check for yourself how much have you been enlightened by new words, and what you can go back home and do with those words. Okay. So here there are just, in my story, there are just 3 characters. There's one police officer. Okay, now, and there is this man whom I'm not naming him also. So there is a man, and there is a police officer, and then there's going to be a chief of the police. These are 3 characters in my story. So a police officer, now he stopped. What did he stop? He stopped a motorist, a baffled, मैं words लिख रही हूँ, baffled, befuddled, अच्छा, befuddled, baffled, confounded, or we could, if somebody can guess the meaning, a lost, perplexed. See how we can go to learn. Okay. So who is he? Stopped, a baffled, befuddled, confounded, lost, and a perplexed motorist. A speeding motorist, I should say. Okay. Who was speeding? Chalo, ऐसे कर लेते हैं. A motorist who was speeding. So अब, can anybody tell me? Lost means he was not able to find his way. Confused. Zoya says a confused. Very good. So baffled. So what word we know here? Confused. So he was baffled, he was befuddled, confounded. You are always confounded when a difficult algebra question comes. You are befuddled by difficult words. You baffled by a difficult problem, and don't be perplexed by vocabulary. Okay? Okay, good enough. Here's the easy one. Lost can mean different here. Lost means not lost in your own. Here it is lost with confusion, not lost in the sense of losing his way. So this police officer, he stopped a motorist who was speeding. Clear? Now, when he stopped, this motorist said, but officer, he said, I can explain. The motorist would usually, what would happen on the roads? Look at a common situation. The motorist said, I can explain. He said this. Okay. So the man was, now this motorist was this police officer, I'm so sorry, police officer was a very, very rude fellow. He was very rude, and I don't know for what reason, he was also very angry kind of a person. So he was a rude fellow. So what can we say? He was insolent. Okay? He was insolent. Insolent के लिए कुछ और word ले लें. He was an impudent and cheeky. Cheeky, I think all of us know. So he was an insolent, impudent, and cheeky fellow. But also very irritated and angry. He was This motorist said, sir, I can explain. He said, you stop? He said, no, I can. Motorist said, sir, I can explain. But this police officer, because he was very cheeky, he was rude. Rude is the headline. Insolent, impudent, and cheeky. Plus, very angry. Very angry. I don't know why he was angry. So he was infuriated. Probably might be that he was angry and he was irritated, irate. I'm writing that in irritated से word देखो irate, irate. और कर लेते हैं annoyed, जो अपने को आते हैं, annoyed. This is a different bracket. And what can he was vexed. I know I'm spoiling your story, but and also indignant. अब देखो और कर सकते हो, आप 5 और लिख सकते हो, अभी 2 ही किए. So a police officer stopped the baffled, befuddled, confounded motorist, okay, who was speeding. He asked him to step out of the car, but this motorist said, sir, I can explain. But the police officer was in no mood to listen to his explanation because he was a rude and a cheeky fellow. And he was also very angry that day. So he was insolent, impudent, and cheeky. He was infuriated. Furious se word hai. Infury. He was angry, in fury, irritated se irate, vexed, and indignant. Clear? Till here, it's okay for everybody. Oh, very good, very good. Somebody's writing. Ashmit is writing irascible, bellicose. Okay, very good, very good. So that means in this class, I'm finding some excellent participation. Very good. So kahani aage chalai. Have you noted down these 10 words? Because in the end, I'll only say the Hindi story and you have to bring these words. I'll put dash, 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 dash. So write them down, please. Okay, then what is the story? Now this poor man, this man who was speeding the car, the man was very shy. He was reticent. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yahan pe bhi ek aayega. He was reticent, a very shy fellow, an introvert. He was reticent, shy, introvert. So he was finding lack of words to explain this fellow. Okay. And he said, I can, sir, this was a reticent, shy, introvert man. So he could not put his point. He could not put his point because he was very shy. He could not. And plus he was also what? He was befuddled. He was confused. Okay. The moment he started speaking, the policeman would say, the policeman snapped at him, snapped, angrily to shout, snapping somebody, snapped. He snapped at that man, okay? And he tried to frighten him, tried to intimidate him. Intimidate means what? To frighten somebody. They could timid, intimidity. You put somebody in timidity. You're trying to frighten somebody, intimidate. He angrily shouted, snapped at that man. And you know, this story is common. You've seen that every day on the roadside. So there is this speeding motorist who's confused. And there is this angry policeman, irritated, absolute cheeky fellow, and shouting at this shy man. He snapped at him and he tried to intimidate him, frighten somebody, frighten. Okay. Now, the man was trying his best to show that he's not bothered. The man was nonchalant with his behavior. Nonchalant means not bothered, apathy. He showed no reaction. He was nonchalance means no feelings. He was showing no feelings. He tried to maintain his calm and he was nonchalant with this intimidation. Nonchalance and apathy, no feelings. But his pallid face, he was trying to maintain कि मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, but his pallid, that is pale face, showed he felt queasy. Can we relate to this word? Would you be able to tell me the meaning of queasy? But ne bata diya, not from pallid, but his pale face, color was drained, but he felt very, very uneasy, uncomfortable, queasy. So this reticent fellow, introvert, he could not put his point. The police officer snapped and tried to intimidate him. No frighten, intimidate. The man tried maintaining his calm and he showed nonchalant that I'm not bothered. But his pale, but his pallid face showed he felt uneasy. I hope this still here words are done. Everybody, bilious, uneasy, uncomfortable. Anushka, very good. Ashmit, great. Give me a better word than uneasy. Sure. Uh, yes, it's a course for everybody. Vocabulary is a course for everybody. So let's not talk about 2021 will have wow kind of a learning because we got so much time. Clear? Is it okay? Is it okay? Reticent fellow, snapped, intimidate, nonchalant. I am just saying words now. Befuddled, irate, pugnacious, cheeky. Okay. Then reticent, intimidate, snapped, nonchalant, squeezy. Very good. If constraint, Janvi, would not be a synonym of constraint is not a synonym. No. And that's very, very far off. Okay, I'm moving ahead with the story. The police officer now threatened him that, okay, I am the police officer threatened. So what did he threaten? That I am going to put you in the, going to put you in behind bars till this matter can be solved. So the police officer said to him that I'm going to let you cool your heels. Why am I taking cool your heels? Because you also have idioms and phrases. So in stories will come idioms and phrases. So what is cool your heels? Tell me, you guys tell me. Nonchalant means casual, yes. Cool your heels, waiting, nah. Uncomfortable, inconvenient, okay. Nonchalant means not bothered. I'm absolutely not bothered about things. So I'm going to let you cool your heels in jail. That means you sit there and think, yeah, there. I want to let you cool your heels in jail. So can we do some more words for jail now? Imprison. ये तो हम words कर रहे हैं, but imprison. Then what? What can be new word for a jail then? I'm going to imprison you. I'm going to put you behind bars that you know. Incarcerate. Jail, imprison, incarcerate. Anything else somebody can say? Detention. Very good. Lockup. Very good. So you are going to spend your night in a lockup. I'm going to imprison you. I'm going to put you behind bars. I'm going to incarcerate you, jail you, and I am going to detain you, or I am going to put you in detention. Okay? Wonderful. Very good. So you cool your heels there sitting in the jail until the chief comes. Until the third character comes and he decides what has to be done with you. Now this man, poor thing, he walks gingerly, very cautiously. He does not want to make him more angry. So he walks gingerly and he speaks to him in a very cautious tone, But also no emotions involved, incautious and dispassionate. So this man walks gingerly, which means very cautiously, treading your path very carefully. Can I have one more words for cautious? Judiciously. Great. Chary. Very. Chary, very. Cautious, same. And in a very dispassionate tone. But that man, that police officer, he said, I know you are lying. You are telling me a lie. Don't you fabricate, keep telling me. He says, let me make a call to one of my relatives. But the man says, and he says, no. And he says, I know you are going to fabricate a story. Fabricate means make up, cook up. And you are a liar. He blames him by saying you are a liar. Can we do words for lie, liars? Prevaricate. Prevaricate. We're taking a break of 1 minute and we are not running with words. हम वर्ड्स याद नहीं करेंगे, स्टोरी का कोई फायदा नहीं. मैं स्टोरी यहीं बंद कर रही हूँ, अभी अभी बाद में चलाती हूँ, पहले हम ये याद करें. The police officer said, I let you cool your heels in the jail, imprison, lock up, incarcerate, and detention. I know in the sentence all might not fit in, but we are doing. Now he says, till the chief comes and decides what he has to do. This man, poor man, he tries speaking to him very cautiously and in a very gingerly and cautious manner. He treads and he says, let me make a phone call. But he's also his emotions are not involved. But the police officer says, don't fabricate stories for me because I know you are a liar. Don't prevaricate. Don't tell me a lie. Prevarication. Prevarication. Liars. Lie. Prevaricate, to tell the lie. Yes, somebody saying falsify. No, not confine. Okay, falsify. You're going to falsify. You're going to fabricate. You are a liar. You are a prevaricator. Okay? Is it clear here? So let's go. And I am going to say the story, and all of you, please, please. Some man who's confused. Bata do mujhe. Okay. Don't look in your copies. Befuddled, sub befuddled, baffled, or perplexed. Very good. Very good. Now, this befuddled fan, ab main story mein nahi ja rahi hu. This befuddled man is talking in a very cautious tone. Cautious tone. Gingerly or very chari. Very good. Chari. Very good. Very good. Excellent, yaar. Shabash. Vigilant. Chalo, vigilant bhi le lete hain. Chari. Or he's the stupid, irritated and angry policeman. Annoyed. Very good. Pugnacious. Cheeky. Or mera word bolo. Irate. Irate. Or bolo. Fury. In fury. Vexed. Insolent. Great. I love you for this. Fury wala nahi aaya abhi bhi. Fury. Infuriated. Anushka, very good. Shabash bachche. Oh, so he's cooling and he's feeling very uncomfortable. Somebody is feeling very uncomfortable. Give me one word. One word. Uncomfortable. 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 Queasy. Very good. Queasy. Very good. Not easy. But pale face. Pale face. Pallid. Very great. And then what is it? But this man is also very shy. Shy. Excruciating is painful, reserved, very good, reticent, introvert. Chalo, very good, excellent. Then he says, you are a liar. Liar. Give me a good word. Don't give me some jo tumhe aate hain. Apni taraf se nahi. Liar, prevaricate, falsify. And you want to cook stories? Machination and fabricate. Fabricate. Banane lagoge, abhi cook stories karne lagoge. Okay. So now what he does is he puts him in he takes him to the prison and puts him behind the bar. Now this man is behind there, sitting there, waiting for the chief to come. Now after a few hours, after an hour or so, after an hour, now this policeman comes to have a look at him. So here, another phrase coming up, looked in on. He looks in on this man. When you stop to see somebody, rukte ho dekhne ke liye, you look in on somebody. So after an hour, when he's sitting in the jail, so this man comes to find out ki dekhte hain kya kar raha hai ye. So he looked in on, stopped. He came to watch him, came to watch. Shayad abhi admit kar le apna guilt. He comes to watch. After an hour, this police officer looked in on this, on his prisoner. And he said, you're very lucky. I'm doing words for lucky now. He said, you are lucky. Now look at this man, this irritated fellow telling him that you're lucky. Jabki wo bechara jail mein. So lucky is what? Ek aata hai, no, this is our top word. You all know this. Fortunate. I'm not covering this. You fortunate, blessed, I know all of you know. But mujhe chahiye fortune se word dekho. Fortune. I'm writing the word fortune, but I'm not writing fortune, fortuous. It's a fortuitous moment. Fortuitous. Propitious. Propitious. Can we do propitious? Propitious, which is appropriate. Propitious, lucky. Fortune से fortuitous. Fortunate, blessed, propitious. और एक होता है ना happy by chance. It suddenly you're in the market and you meet your best friend after years, who's probably shifted some, he was studying with you, but he's your best friend. And suddenly you get to meet him in the market. So, happy chance. Serendipity. Oh, I am so sorry. I just need a eraser. Just 1 minute. Serendipity. So he says, you're lucky. You're lucky, you're fortunate, you're blessed, it is a fortuitous moment for you, it is propitious and serendipity. Okay. That today is our chief's, it is our chief's, and the daughter of the chief is getting married. So because you're lucky, and so he's going to be in good mood. He says you're going to be lucky, you're fortunate, you're blessed, fortuitous, propitious, serendipity, because today the chief's daughter is getting married and he's going to be in a good mood. But now let's prepare some word for chief. He says, suddenly he says, who's your chief? Now this man says, who's your chief? So he says, our chief is Mr. So-and-so. And he's a very, very brave fellow. You don't know how great or brave he is. He's mettlesome. He's gallant. सर तो जो हैं वो ग्रिटी हैं, गैलियंट है, उनको तो बहादुरी के मेडल मिले हुए, meddlesome, he's heroic, and he's dauntless, he's won prizes like anything. ठीक है? Is it good? Just wait here, I just am missing heroic, plucky, very good, valiant, intrepid, yes, intrepid भी रख लेते हैं. देखो तुम्हें तो आ रहे हैं बच्चे. It's going to be wonderful teaching you guys. So he says, who's your chief? He says, my chief is so-and-so. And he says, he's mettlesome, he's a warrior, he's gallant, he's heroic, intrepid, not frightened by anyone. He's gritty and he's dauntless. He's not like you, intimidated. समझ गए? He never gets intimidated. He's plucky. Plucky भी लिख लो. Courageous. Plucky, courageous. Mettlesome, gallant, heroic, gritty, dauntless. Yeah. He said, you are lucky. Today is his daughter's wedding. You're fortunate. He's going to be in good mood. But usne kaha, who's your chief here? And he said, my chief is like one great, heroic, lucky man. Clear? Yaad ho rahe hain? Okay. Chalein aage. So, and then he says, he's also very, iske saath ek और भी लिख लेते हैं, और लिख लेते हैं, word prepare कर लेते हैं, resolute, determined, courageous, brave, dauntless, gritty. जितना चाहो. अब यहाँ पे तो 10-15 वर्ड और भी ला सकते हैं हम. ला सकते हो ना? You can easily go to the dictionary and you can refer it. Tenacious, determined, very good. शाबाश आदित्य, great बच्चे. स्टोरी भूलनी नहीं. ठीक है? मैंने बाद में सारे वर्ड्स पूछवाने हैं तुमसे. तो serendipity, happy chance. That it's a happy chance for you that today is chief's daughter's wedding and he's going to be in perfect mood. But and he starts pouring praises for him. Okay. Then and everybody knows that he's all in all this. So I'm clearing these words now. If you've made, I'm giving you 1 minute, please clear, please dictionary अपने note color of page में जहाँ पे भी note कर रहे हो. ठीक है? चलो. So he says, you're lucky. So he's going to be in a buoyant mood, buoyant spirits. Today he is in buoyant spirits, very enthusiastic. And now you enthusiastic. And he is in a beamish mood. हम word कर लेंगे. He is in buoyant spirits, optimistic है, खुश है, आज उसकी बेटी की शादी है. He is not, he's buoyant, he's beamish, and he's very, very happy. And you are lucky that today his mood is going to be, going to be in buoyant spirits and he is in a beamish mood. But don't antagonize him. Antagonize. गुस्सा मत दिला देना उसको with your blabber. अपनी blah 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 से उसको गुस्सा मत दे. Antagonize, make somebody angry. Don't antagonize him with your blabber, with your prattle. blah blah blah, prattle with your prate. कि अपनी blah 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 शुरू मत कर देना, वो बहुत buoyant mood में. Don't antagonize him with your blabber. अपनी blah 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 से उसका मूड खराब ना कर देना. He said, now, clear? Can we just have a look? Yes. Blithering, alienate. Okay. Don't enter. Very good. Don't alienate him. Alien ना बना देना उसको. ये आसान word है. Alienate him. Antagonize him. गुस्सा ना दिला देना. With your blabber, with your prattle, with your prating. Because today he is in a very buoyant and beamish mood. ठीक है? Now this fellow says, don't count. Do not count on it. This man in the prison says, don't count on it. Answers the fellow and says this man. Okay. He says, I am. Story ends. Good. He says, don't count on it. I am the groom. Clear? Everybody's happy. Mehak, everybody is happy with the story. Okay, so you know why he was befuddled, why he was great suspense. Yes, he said, don't count on it. So I am the groom. So उसने उसके ही chief के ही groom को जेल में भरा हुआ. So he says, don't count on it today. I am the groom. Clear? Story is done. See, half an hour because I had just half an hour. When I'll get 2 hours of teaching you, फिर हम story बहुत बड़ी भी कर सकते हैं. But today, because I had very few minutes given to me to explain you how we go with the vocab. But here, 10 more minutes, please, all of us, because फायदा कुछ नहीं होगा अगर revise नहीं होंगे. तो अब हम start कर रहे हैं. देखो हमने word किया confused. Would you be able to give me? I'm writing some words. Confused. Irritated, irate ही ले लेती हूँ. I think you know. Shy, reticent. Brave, you know. Determined, you know. Resolute. Angry, you know. इसके अंदर ही irate, angry कर लेते हैं. Frightened, you know. आप सारे कर देखो अपने आप. अब बस अपना देखो आ रहे हैं. Confused, befuddled, or perplexed. Okay, then somebody who's not bothered, shows non-bothered, non-challenge. But pale face, pallid, a pallid look. Jail, we've done so many words for jail. So many words for jail. So many words for lucky. Would you be able to give me? No, wait. I want one great word for lucky in word with fortune. Fortuous. We've done word with careful speaking. Fortuous. Very good. And something with P now. P. A word with P only, meaning P coming from lucky. Propitious. Very good. Shabash. Very good. But I am very uncomfortable today because I did not get 2 hours to teach you. Easy. Okay, very good. Don't irritate me. Irritate नहीं. Don't मेरे को गुस्सा दिलाने की कोशिश ना करना. Annoy, antagonize. Otherwise, I'll get angry. Infuriated. Very good. I am very brave. I can come and scold you. Heroic तो नहीं. Mettlesome. Okay. Mettlesome. Okay, very good. Then I think I should stop my blah blah blah. I should stop my blah blah blah. Blabberating. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I need to stop and see what work you've written on the copy. Give me the phrase. I need to watch what you've done in your copies. Looked in on. Very good. Looked in on. And all of you now, dash your heels. Dash your heels. Cool your heels. Very good. And don't ever lie to me. If you don't do vocabulary, please don't lie. And don't cook your stories. Prevaricate, fabricate. Okay, चलो शाबाश. बस अब मुझे समझ आ गई तुम्हारी स्टोरी. अब मुझे पता लग गया कि तुम्हें आ गया मेरे वर्ड्स. अब 10 minutes में और लगाने वाली हूँ. to explain you a root word. Consider if you want 10 to 15 minutes, I'll extend so that you, and tomorrow I'm taking an RC class. I need to see all of you doing the same, because in RC, everybody, no, speak like this only, communicate to me. RC, we're going to do and make it so simple with reading. Okay, chalo. So let's do some bit of root, just one root I'll teach you today, one only. So my root that I'm teaching you, see, this is the root. Now you'll say, what is this root? EU is a word, root, jad. इससे plant बना. So इस jad का meaning, root का meaning was good. This meaning was just good. Meaning of this word root was good. Now, how did they form words with this? First word, I'm just putting a plus today to show you how the word was. They attached. You're not forming nouns with this. Now look at it. Euphoria. I'm very euphoric today. Happy, extreme happiness. Extreme happiness, rapture. देखो ये word बनाया मैंने EU से. Don't get confused now. What am I done? I have made one word with the root. Ye ra root. This is good. Under a great feeling, good feeling, which is rapturous, rapture. Joyful, joyful, bliss, jovial. Extreme happiness. I'll just check. Very good, very good. Excellent. ये दो words हम और ले लेते हैं. Static. Elated, on a cloud 9. अब idiom करेंगे तो he was on cloud 9 when he got his report card. Rapturous applause by the audience. ठीक है, euphoria. Can we have this? अब I won't put a plus, तुम्हें समझ आ जाएगा. Eugenics. Gen is to produce. This is to produce this gen. See, gen. Generator. Just look at the word generator. Forget about eugenics. Generator does what? Produces electricity. Produces. Good produce. But what good produce? When the next generation, when you crossbreed two varieties and get a better produce. When the progeny is of a good produce. Now, what is this progeny of a good produce? Like in animals. Like in animals. You crossbreed two varieties and you get an excellent and top breed. Top breed you get. So good produce means when you crossbreed horses. No, you know, na, horses that are running for derby races. So they are crossbred between the top variety, and so you produce good. A good progeny, a good breed by crossbreeding. Clear? Eugeny, a branch which produces good. A hybrid, which a hybrid may or may not be good, but eugenics is a branch which produces good. Hybrid can be good, but it might not be. The eugenics is a branch of crossbreeding which produces good. Okay, but hybrid is a variety how they do it. They bring crossbreeding through hybrid varieties. Hybrid हम plants में भी बोलते हैं. Have you seen the bananas that are imported or grapes that are imported? They are very big in size. Very big. Look at the lemons. They are like oranges only. Those are hybrid varieties. But animals, it becomes eugenics. Okay? ICS does not mean anything. Don't go like this. ICS does not mean like this. That's how the word gets confused. Eugeny bhi to keh sakte the hum. That's a format how it becomes a noun and then an adjective. Okay, then can we have one more here? Now, euthanasia. Euthanasia is good death. Thanatos is thana is death. Greek mein thanatos is death. Good death. So what is this? Mercy. Have you seen that movie with Hrithik Roshan? He is asking for euthanasia. I don't remember the name of the movie, but he wants a good death. Euthanasia. Asking for good death. Okay. Thanatos is death. But what will... ma'am, we can't see the whiteboard. Acha, Zoya, you can't see the whiteboard? George Floyd also. I'll take euphemism also. Just people can't see the whiteboard. Is that the problem? Because okay, I show again, then let me just, I'll bring a plain one, then see, then I'll just 1 minute. Is it, I'll write again. Is it okay when I write this? Now can you see? My face is visible, but this is because I can see the board. So how is it that my board is, and just look at the new share now. The board is minimized. Okay. Okay, I'll just go to the, I'm doing that only, but it's visible. I'll just do the board again. I'm resharing now. I've reshared. You do the minimum dash. Somebody says do the board with, do it all by yourself. Mine is visible now. So euthanasia was good death. Thana is death. So would anybody be able to tell me this? Thanatology? Thanatology? ऐसी पूछ रही हूँ, sidewise word. Thanatology. Logy, study of death. Very good, very good. Metri, great. Mandeep, wonderful. So euthanasia we've done. So this was a side word. Let's forget this. Okay. So we've done euthanasia. We've done eugenics. We've done euphoria. Can we do this? Euphony. I'm writing a little bold now so that अगर किसी को नहीं थोड़ा दिख रहा तो इससे दिख जाएगा. Euphony. Oh yes. Eudaimonism is also another word. Eulogy I'll just take. बच्चे. Euphony, good sound, music, harmony. Harmony. Sonata. Mellifluous, sweet sounding. Mellifluous. म्यूजिक है ना ये. उल्टा क्या होगा? कैकोफोनी, हार्श साउंडिंग. बट अभी तो हम यूफोनी करें. गुड म्यूजिक, हार्मनी, सोनाटा. सिम्फनी. सिम्फनी में देखो सेम, गुड साउंडिंग. सिम्फनी सेम साउंड. साउंड फोनी, यू गुड. गुड साउंडिंग म्यूजिक. Harmony. Cacophony, opposite. Melody, very good. Melody, make good. Melody, euphony. And then last of the list, we can do euphemism. So I'll just change the screen so that we have the next word there. Okay, just 1 minute. So euphemism, where it means, no. Euphemism means good. But what good? Good substitution. When you substitute a harsh word, when you substitute a harsh word with a mild word, with a good word, good usage, it becomes euphemistic. Let me give you an example, and this word you will never forget. See, if you've traveled by a metro, have you seen? They don't say, instead of saying, look at this, if I say this word, it's so bad, disabled, harsh. I substituted with specially abled. What is it? Euphemistic. Euphemistic. Look at this. Shoes. Such harsh word. Footwear. Let me use another way. This you can easily remember. Dictionary will also give you this example. Toilet. देखो, mild. Euphemistically said. Euphemistically said, specially abled. किसी फैट को मोटू मोटू करके खराब. मोटू मोटू नहीं. Yes, obese galat. Yes, jail, correctional institution. Very good. Overweight भी गलत. well fed, positive, mild, good substitution, euphemistic, euphemistic. And last of the list, एक और कर लेते हैं, and then our words will be done. So did you see the importance what we are doing with word root? हमने meaning एक good किया, good music, good death, good substitution, good genes, and last वाला करते हैं good words. I'll just clear this. Good words. This page I am going to now fill. Eulogy. अभी करके आए. Eulogy. Praise. Praise for the dead. But can we do? अभी हमने स्टार्टिंग की क्लास से जो स्टार्ट किया वही कर रहे हैं. Praise. Good speaking. Praise. So अब इसमें सारे वर्ड्स प्रेज के रख लेते हैं जो जो आते हैं. Lord. But eulogy का असली मीनिंग है praise for the dead. Lord. Extol. Encomium. Panegyric. मैं और देख लेती तुम क्या क्या मुझे दे रहे हो. Applaud. Appreciate. Appreciate आता है, applaud आता है, छोड़ दिया मैंने. Lord ले लिया तो applaud आ गया. Plaudits. Plaudits. Plaudits नहीं, plaudits. Accolades. Accolade. Very good. And plaudit. I am ending this class with plaudits. तालियां means plaudits. This is what praise है ना. ये ऐसे हम किसी को criticism में थोड़े बजाएंगे. When I love you, I'll say great, plaudit. So can we just see what words we collected? Praise, eugenics. I'm saying the word eugenics. Gen. Euthanasia. Euphemism. Eulogy. And euphoria. Extreme joy, joyous. And good praise for everybody. Praise. Encomium, high level of praise. Wow. When I say you good, praise. When I say you wow, encomium, panegyric. But I'm ended this class with plaudits, talia. Clear? So which is clearly saying plaudits. Now what will you do? What will you do? You will prepare words for more words for praise. You can do more words for non-challenge that you have not done. Clear? So this was what देखो हम क्या करेंगे. We've just spent, if you can see, I started my class at 12:15. It's 1:15. First 5-10 minutes I just spent talking about pattern, but that I'll not do every class. Huh? Every class I don't know to. Every class we'll start with revision of what we did last class. So would you be able to prepare for me for my tomorrow's class? Would all, because I'm coming for an RC, but never mind. I'll like you to prepare. Would you be able to prepare one line of any? We'll take one historical figure, all of us. कोई भी ले लेते हैं. उसको हम एक कॉवर्ड का पिक्चर देते हैं जो कॉवर्ड है. ब्रेव आज हमने चीफ को कर लिया तो कॉवर्ड का ब्रेव हो जाएगा. और यूलॉजी का हमने कर लिया, आज प्रेज कर लिया. एक तो वो कॉवर्ड है और उसको हम बहुत क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं. प्रेज हमने किया हुआ है. क्या हम ये कल की क्लास के लिए 10 वर्ड्स बना के ला पाएंगे? Yes or no? Tell me, would you be able to do that for me? So yes, so a lot of people. So I'm going to meet all of you tomorrow for my RC class. I think probably the same time. We'll do only 1 or 2 RCs, one RC, because RC will do properly when I get 2 hours of time. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to learn words. Oh, very good, Anjali. I'm happy. Are you given me the count? Reading comprehension. Mehak, I'm so sorry I'm using a short form. That's a Acha Zoya, you today also have your RC. I don't know, but then I don't know that. But tomorrow I will surely have one RC class where I talk about tips and tricks, how we can go fast with reading, what can be the tricks we can use to read fast and to absorb more. Because it's a competitive. We are not doing some easy reading technique. So I'll do that if tomorrow's class. But today's class intention was to give you 70. Now your intention will be, if you prepare one more word on my 70 words, somebody's given me a count. See, that means from this class, 1 hour, you have 150 words. And if we have 2 of this kind, 300 words, I'll be supplying you every month. Achha, weekend batch has an RC, but I don't think you have an RC class with me. That will be with somebody else. But tomorrow I am also going to take an RC. Okay, RC का वो तुम्हारा class है, but tomorrow I want any person, any personality, any Hindi movie character, anything that's very common, which people don't show me your knowledge. See, we are making our lives easier. So relate somebody that everybody can relate with coward. And then we'll do one जो वो है braggarts है छोड़ने वाले लंबी लंबी. अच्छा, Sonu Sood is a coward. And Sonu Sood is not a coward, yaar. Okay. Okay. So we can take any coward. Okay, any character from Hindi movie, from history, anybody who was a coward. And you left the battlefront, because today we've done brave and we've done praise. So हम इसके दो कर लेते हैं. Then next class we'll do somebody who's a braggart. Yes, see, I have done today confused. Garena, we've done confused. Can you do one more word on confused? Louis 11, very good. Anushka, very good. Louis 11. So that can be there. And you can do one word of the words. Like you can do one more word for angry. You can do 5 more words for praise. You can do one more word for non-challenge, QEZ. Chaotic. Chaos, ma'am. What is this chaos? Amrut, I didn't understand, but chaos. Antonio, confusion. Chaos is confusion. अच्छा, Shalvi, you have some class में confusion है या word दे रहे हो मुझे? You have. A pace of learning should be very okay. Absorption should be. No, ma'am, chaos is yes, okay. You frightened me by saying confusion synonymous pandemonium. हाँ, वो हम बाद में करेंगे. कंफ्यूजन का भी कर सकते हैं, पेंडिमोनियम कर सकते हैं, सो मेलेंकली का सैड का कर सकते हैं, वो बाद में कर लेंगे, धीरे धीरे कर रहे हैं. पर अभी आज हम ब्रेव और कवर्ड कर रहे हैं, प्रेज और क्रिटिसिज्म कर रहे हैं, म्यूजिक एंड हार्श म्यूजिक कर लेंगे. सी आई विल कीप गाइडिंग यू दैट वे. सो टुमारोज क्लास आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग ऑल ऑफ यू हियर, and what we're going to do is we're learning tricks and tips for RC plus this 2 words I'll always leave as homework. That's all for the day, and happy learning. Okay, we end this class. Bye to all of you. Okay, bye everyone. Anything else? I think okay. Anything else? I think we are clear with all the doubts. Then there's nothing as confusion that I need to clarify. Okay, bye Zoya, Arul, bye. Thank you all of you.